Okay students, how do we know that a chemical reaction is taking place? That we'll discuss through activities. I'm going to explain 3 activities. The first one is activity 1. In activity 1, first you take a beaker. Take a beaker. In that beaker you take 1 gram of calcium. If you cannot see, I'll write it. 1 gram of calcium oxide. You take that chemical and take it into the beaker. 1 gram of calcium powder. This is the powder. Take it in the beaker, and to this beaker, for this calcium oxide, you must add 10 ml of water. How much? 10 ml of water. So that you must add water and mix it. This two you mix it. When you mix, you will get a colorless solution. That colorless solution is known as calcium hydroxide. We'll call it as calcium hydroxide. And in this, when you observe when you touch the edges of the test tube, beaker, you feel that it is little hot or warm. So notice that one also. Means here when the reaction is taking place, here reaction means when the calcium oxide is reacting with water, we'll get the new substance is the calcium hydroxide. Along with that, some amount of heat is also liberated. Here just I will write it as heat liberated. Here why I am writing like this? Because when the chemical changes are happening, how to we identify that? So each one I am writing this. Next, when you are getting this calcium hydroxide new substance, take the litmus papers and we have to test it. Why we have to test it? Because that solutions we may have acidic nature, basic nature and neutral. So to test that, you have to take 2 litmus papers, that is blue and we have 2 litmus papers, blue and red. Take the litmus papers and dip into this calcium hydroxide solution. When you dip it and you find out which litmus paper changed the color. So here blue litmus, if it changes into the red, then it has an acidic solution. When red color changes into blue, then that solution has basic solution. But here in the calcium hydroxide, when you take red litmus, it changes or it turns into the blue color. So the calcium hydroxide has basic in nature. See, when you are taking the calcium oxide and water, when you mix it, these two are colorless only. So water is colorless. So calcium oxide means you will get like a white color powder. When you mix these two, you will get a colorless solution. Along with heat is liberated. So note down and play. And when you test with this solution with the litmus papers, the red litmus changes into the blue. So from this we notice that it has a basic solution. Next, coming to activity 2. Now, you take 2 chemicals. One is sodium sulfate and barium chloride. What are the 2 chemicals? One is sodium sulfate and the next one is barium chloride. These two powders you take and prepare the solutions. How to prepare solutions? Again, you take the beakers. You take 2 beakers for sodium sulfate. To prepare the sodium sulfate solution, you take 1 beaker. And to prepare barium chloride, you take 1 more beaker. Like this beakers you take it. Now in the sodium sulfate, first you take 10 grams of powder. 10 grams of sodium sulfate, or little quantity you can take it. So I will indicate it through different colors. So you take the sodium sulfate powder and add 100 ml of water. You add 100 ml of water. How much? 100 ml. This is 100 ml of water. And this is the sodium sulfate. Now, when you are taking the powder and when you add in water, when you dissolve that powder in the water, you will get a solution. What is solution? When you add solute and solvent, you will get the solution. So here the solute is the sodium sulfate and the solvent is the water. So you will get the solution. Now you have to prepare first sodium sulfate solution. This is when the solvent, if you are taken as water, that we'll call it as aqueous solution. We'll call it as aqueous solution. Next, coming to like that, you prepare the aqueous solution of barium chloride. Same, you take barium chloride powder, either 10 grams or little quantity of barium chloride powder you take it and add 100 ml of water. You take 100 ml of water and you dissolve that powder, chemical barium chloride, in that. Then you are getting the 2 solutions. Now you prepare 2 solutions. One is sodium sulfate solution, the other one is barium chloride solutions. After preparing these 2 solutions, mix these 2 solutions. Means you pour these 2 solutions into 1 beaker. When you mix it, you are getting the new substances. Always you will get in the chemical changes, always new substances are formed. So that news, when you observe this beaker, here the sodium sulfate is colorless solution, barium chloride is colorless solution. You cannot get any, you cannot find any color. But when you observe the final, when you mix these 2 solutions, if you observe, you will get a white color solution. White color precipitate is formed. What is precipitate? When you mix these liquids, solutions, some part of the substance is undissolved. The substances are not mixing. That undissolved substance is known as precipitate. So when you mix these 2 solutions, you will get white color. You will get a white color precipitate is formed. So this white color precipitate is nothing but it is sodium chloride. Here I will write, that is, when you mix these 2, we will get sodium chloride and barium sulfate. Means in this some part is liquid is there and some is undissolved substance is there, that it is formed in the form of precipitate. It is in white color. The solution is in white color. So that is because of the formation of the new substances sodium chloride and barium sulfate. Okay, here when you are taking the 2 colorless solution, after the reaction, here you are getting some white color solution. You are getting a new substance. Now, third activity.